it's like I think that my twin sister and the whole biological family, plus the foster family, plus all the perps, it seems like as if they want me to die in the hands of psychiatry and go to hell. Trying to enforce that mental health thing. Yes, I have mental disorders, but guess what?
There it is. So she been telling y'all all this time that she don't have mental disorders. Am I correct? There ain't nothing wrong with her, am I correct? But here's what she said, how she has it. Girl, you were born with it. We were all born with it. It's genetic. Our biological mother has had it. What are you talking about?
Man-made and induced from abuse and cult.
And some of it could have been branched from abuse. But its stem originally, the origin of it, is genetics. There ain't no fucking cult, and I'm tired of you saying that dumb shit. And you gonna sit there and say that you only take it up to God the sins that you committed. You know you done wrong to people. Talking about you don't have to tell us. You only answer to God. You know what? You do not. You do not have to tell us anything. Because like you said, God sees all. Whatever happened to that phrase? Whatever happened to your Tourette syndrome that you used to claim to have? You know what? I stumbled on a guy last night. They was trying to give him a haircut. It was painful to watch. And comparing it to Candy's Tourette's, where she only curses when she's pissed off at you or when you're in the middle of an argument, and say the most brutal, fucked up things to you and walk away. This guy is apologizing like after every he's like saying the N-word, and he's like constantly apologizing, and he's like, I'm not gonna lie. The dude bust off and said, my mom's a German dyke, and I'm not gonna lie, I bust out laughing. He was like, yep, and and stuff like that. The shit Candy claims she used to have and do, she does not do or claim anymore. So yeah, there it is. There it is. I was waiting for you to bust that bubble. The first step to getting help is admitting that you need help. There ain't no thing of trying to push no mental health agenda. Mental illness is real, and it's people like you that's got this stigma around mental illness. The difference between you and I is that, and it is hard to admit to having a mental illness like borderline personality disorder. It is. I'm still trying to learn about it myself. I am. I don't know what's more complicated to learn and understand. That, schizophrenia, or bipolar are pretty complicated to learn and understand. When you get in the higher realm of disorders, they get more and more complicated to understand, and from what I find out, to diagnose. Because borderline personality disorder can be easily mistaken for bipolar, in which they thought I had at first. But no, ma'am. The way you're talking, and yes, like I said in the previous videos, when you told me over the phone, Francis, which is our mother, biological mother, said Francis genetically fucked us over, which is fucked up to say, because she had no control over her mental illness. Unless you're saying by her having sex and bringing us into the world, her fucking us over, in which you cannot control pregnancy. But you said Francis genetically fucked us over. And when I had said that, you said that was not true, that conversation never happened. You denied it all up until now.
Abuse and, abuse in the home.
Now, narcissistic abuse will branch off different disorders like PTSD and potentially like bipolar and other disorders. But some of them disorders stem from, like I said, genetics. The whole family got it, and you will not tell your father was there.
In the environment that I grew up in, because it wasn't only in the home. Kindergarten teachers lock you up in the closet at school.
They did that to me, not you. You was in regular ed classes. I was in special ed kindergarten classes. Once again, you telling stuff that happened to me and saying it happened to you. They did not do that to you, ma'am.
Me talking about that's not telling all my business. It's me exposing and revealing any MK Ultra or whatever.
You just admitted to having mental illness. What the fuck? Now you turning it around and reverse and saying MK Ultra. Boy, it's just foolishness.
Abuse or programming systematic abuse or programming that I've been through, and I have a right to speak out about that.
You have a right, yes, this is America. You have a right to speak out as much foolishness as you want to. A wise man listens once, a fool speaks twice, or however that parable goes.
And talk about that. So it's now 6:52. Yeah, I had to on Monday and Tuesday.
Is Brian 2 or 6:52?
I gotta wait a little bit because on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, everything is open a little earlier for us to come in and work. But on Monday and Tuesday,
and then another thing, how on the other video you sitting there got a whole damn video about somebody discriminating against you, but throughout the whole video you saying hardcore Butch Van Dyke, hardcore Butch Van Dyke, hardcore Butch Van Dyke. And here you are again with the video, including throwing me in the mix. But did you not say that I'll wait till the month of August to start my shit? Am I correct? Crickets?
I come in before 7, then the gates will still be locked. So I have to be.
Let me put this out there. I have post-traumatic stress disorder, borderline personality disorder, and major depressive disorder. I ain't wanted to be like I just got borderline personality disorder. And I also I have syncope. I have non PNES, psychological non-epileptic seizures. Some non-epileptic seizures.
Expected to perform like normal and work fast despite having little to no sleep.
You wanted a job because you wanted to be greedy, and which kind of is understandable. But we in 2021, where people are feeling, and probably as part of the way the economy is going, where prices is going up everywhere, so that's partially understandable. Where people that get SSI all over the internet is asking people to send money to their Cash App, their PayPal, all over the United States. It's not just Candy. But the reason why I'm ragging Candy is because she sat there and made a GoFundMe lying on me, talking about she's homeless and I wouldn't help her. And I don't know if y'all seen through my videos that I'm a very helpful and caring person, and that eats me up that she trying to tarnish my character in this manner. But then claiming that I'm the one that have an agenda against her.
You know, so if I can do this, then I should be able to get to drive a car too. You know, so
yeah, how about this? Another suggestion. If you're having trouble getting an apartment, maybe see about saving up money to put a down payment on a car, and that'll be your house. Maybe you could take that GoFundMe money that you got, that you lied on me about, take a couple of your paychecks that you got, see if you can go to a used car lot. Probably not in 2020, but it's worth a try. Put a down payment on a goddamn car. See how that works. Another suggestion. But no, she's not going to take it into consideration because it's me that said it. See, she don't like it when people give her advice. When people just give her advice on what to do with what she already have, it pisses her off. Or if it's who give her advice that pisses her off, even if it's fucking helpful. Kimberly Harper just said in the comments the other day that Section 8 was taking the application or some shit the other day. What the fuck? I know she was peeping. You don't hear Candy saying shit about that she tried to go. But she be peeping my page for the drama. But she said that the people, the followers, don't even care about me and her, which is probably true on both ends, depending on certain individuals. It's probably true. But why can't he keep giving them the drama? If she believes that, why do she keep giving people the drama? Let's answer that. If that's what she truly believes in her heart, then why does she keep giving them the drama? Or is she just saying that people on my end is just in it for the drama and don't give a fuck? How about it that people probably on her end is just in it for the drama? Because like I said, her thumbs up goes up more when she's talking about me. Huh? Always talking about somebody living a perverted lifestyle. Like, alright, they said this about the baby, the rapper. And a lot of people are saying he must have had some type of encounter with a DL dude. And they must have threatened to expose him or some crazy shit of why he made that comment that he made at Rolling Loud. Or he, for to have made that, nah, I don't know whether to believe that or not. That's not my business. But we already know that Candy's comments, like I said, are based on the fact that she touched me when we were around 5 years old. I was being molested by Kirk and Brandon. And the word is, she probably was being touched by Kirk and Brandon as well. But now she's not even claiming to be touched by Kirk and Brandon. So now we can throw that out the window because she hasn't mentioned it. She only mentioned that I was being touched by Kirk and Brandon for years, who was 10 and 12 on up at the time I met them, right? So that's probably where she got the idea to be touching me at. Okay? So then, what was it, 2009, 2010, we was over on the phone. And I told her, I said, Candy, I remember what you did when we were younger. And she nutted up and she was like, my psychiatrist told me that that was normal. I said, normal? She said, yeah, the psychiatrist said that that's normal for siblings to touch each other because they're curious of learning each other's bodies. I said, yeah, but not between two same-sex twins. And it turned into a heated fucking argument. On my mama, this happened. I hope and pray to God to die today, tomorrow. I hope and pray to God to die if I'm lying. Okay? So that's the thing. So deep down inside, she probably still feels some type of inner guilt. That's why she calls every woman that she get. No, she never called Kimberly Harper, but she calls Starbrooker, me, and any woman that in person that she gets into it with. A hardcore bushman diet. Well, she called two women, and it says some woman tried to make a pass at her. Okay, but the first woman she was talking about, not the one that she said make a pass at her, but the first woman she was talking about, she said she was upset. She was talking to the lady and said she was upset because the woman wasn't speaking to her no more. What you trying to talk to a woman for? Why you trying to associate with a woman and then get mad because she ain't speaking to you no more? Do you feel rejected now? Now she's a dyke? Now I'm starting to question, is the people that she talking about even gay? Or is it just a thing that she's pissed off? Because the way how she speaks about LGBT, I can't see her. Well, no, yes, I can. Because Candy two-faced it like that. She two-faced it. Yes, she is. And I'll tell it. Candy been two-faced it. And if I'm lying about this, I hope and pray that I die today or tomorrow. You think that cancers are two-faced. Candy is the most two-faced Virgo I ever met in my entire, well, we got my brother Wyatt that's two-faced, and my foster mom's two-faced as well. So she a one two-faced ass motherfucker. You do not want her as a friend. And she'll come on here and say, she's just venting, or she's just documenting her targeting. No. You hear her talk about her friendships with people and spill the beans about most intimate conversations between her and these people. Candy is not a good friend to have. Look at how she did David Jane. Candy is not a good friend. She's not loyal. Look at what she did to me when I first last year for our birthday first found out that she was making these videos about me. She sat there and doxed me and read a private, intimate conversation, not sexual intimate, but a intimate conversation between me and her via email, where I was discussing with her my health information, my medications, and all that. And that was what made me feel liberated to talk about it, because I'm like, fuck, it's already out there. She done put it all on the table. And even then, people on the internet, they retarded. They'd go along, get along gang, like Kwame Brown say, go along, get along gang. They fucking just, how can somebody that's on over 30 different medications walking with a walker? I think I was telling her, oh yeah, no, she knew I walked with a walker now. But I think I was telling her that I was on 30 medications, and she was reading out the type of medications I was on and some other stuff I was telling her. And she went to talking about how my husband beat me in the head with a wrench. and then start dogging me about my husband beat me in the head with a wrench when I was pregnant. Start dogging me about somebody driving a car through my apartment. You know, the stuff that I was talking about in that conversation. But that's for me to tell if I decide to divulge that. She's telling a bunch of strangers on the internet that I don't even know. That she barely even know. That half of them don't even fuck with her no more. What else she told about the nervous breakdown I had around the time Nipsey Hussle died and I had to go to the psych ward. It was a wait, no, it wasn't a medication I was on. Well, that's for another video. But anyway, it was my PTSD that was being triggered and shit. She called herself dogging me about that. And all the problems that I told her that I was going through, she dogged me about it. And I'm sitting there trying to find the sense of trying to figure out where at somebody got time to gang stalk her if they going through all that. Or the stuff that she mentioned that my husband did to me. Where at can I be a gang stalker if all that stuff was happening to me? Like, what was that of the internet's business for her to tell? But when she gets upset with people, she's wanting to know why everybody's in her business. It ain't cool, man. It ain't cool, and it is not cool for you to do to family, especially when I didn't do nothing to you. Like, I didn't talk to you in over a year. And when I had let anything of beef or whatever go with you, but you're sitting in there making a video today about believing in Jesus and holding on to grudges. That's why you got all these thumbs down. Because you're talking about believing in Jesus and people holding grudges against you. But we had a petty ass falling out, and you're doing all this to me. I had to let all that shit go. But the reason why I had stopped talking to you was because for my sanity. I had decided to let the whole family go. And I had told you that prior to that. And then in the process decided to do the same for you. Because at that time, I had a lot of health issues going on, same like now. Only reason why I'm dealing with this shit now is because you taking this shit to the internet, trying to tarnish my reputation. Because you don't like the military, it's a personal ass vendetta against me. That is wrong. Or what? Our foster who else? Our foster cousin James, our foster cousin Mildred, and all of them was in the Air Force. Our foster uncle JB, all of them was in the Air Force. All the people living a life that you wanted. It is not our fault that you are disabled at the severity that it is. It is not nobody's fault that I am disabled at the severity that I am. Okay. I've had moments where I felt compassion for you, even in the midst of going through this shit with you. But you make it very hard to feel compassion of you being homeless when you keep attacking me. You make it hard to feel compassion for you when you're saying that people that's 70 and 80 years old need to be making plans for their should be making plans for their homegoing or burial, whatever shit you said. But then when I said that shit in reference to you to take heed to the shit that you're doing to give you for you to turn your life around so that something won't happen to you, you turn around and say that I'm making death threats. But at the end of the day, I know and I realize that you're never going to change for the better. And you even said it in several videos that you're never going to change. The purpose of my videos is because I'm not going to stop clearing my motherfucking name. You've always been about trying to tarnish and ruin people's lives because you feel like your life has been ruined from birth. And let me ask you this. How come when it comes to talking about mental health and all this shit where people are trying to help you, you say you have Jesus. Jesus is your medication, or Jesus is your doctor. But when it comes to you being homeless or needing money to survive, where's Jesus at then? Why you don't say you have Jesus then? That's when you turn to the internet. Who is that? Pastor T.D. Jakes? Oh, you don't think I haven't kept up with the Christian realm? Pastor T.D. Jakes, I believe it was, said, "Run to the phone, not to the run to the throne, not to the phone." But here you are running to the internet on your phone. Howbeit that you claim that you're being electronically tortured, but you're on your goddamn phone every goddamn time. How come you don't have Jesus when it comes to getting your goddamn hotel? Or getting money donated to your GoFundMe? Or getting money donated to your Cash App? Getting money donated to your PayPal? Where Jesus at then? And I'm not bashing. Y'all, please understand what the point I'm trying to make with this. The point I'm trying to make is, she says she has Jesus here, but she doesn't mention about having Jesus over there. That is my point, and I'm out.